Hey everyone, hope you all are doing great. So in today's video, we will cover my strategy for auditing. So just like the most of you all, even I had this dread towards the subject, and I always felt that I am short of preparation and I'm not able to remember stuff. And also the seniors used to tell us that, even if you write in the paper, you are not able to fetch marks for this paper. So there was always a fear in the back of the mind, and here I am sharing my strategy as to how I could crack the paper in the first shot. So hopefully it should help for y'all as well. So first up is the coaching. So basically I did my coaching from JK Shah classes, wherein Pragnesh Kanabar sir had taught us audit. So he had given us a textbook which was basically notes covering everything. So that plus the handwritten notes which he used to give during classes a little bit. Both of them were my base for preparation. And apart from that, once the study leave started, I used to read everything from my base material plus quickly run through the module or the study material. So I have this habit, but you need not read everything word to word from the study material in audit, especially. What you can do is quickly see whether all the topics from the study material are covered in your base material, and if not, then make a cross reference and mark it in your study mat. And also amendments and test your knowledge questions and MCQs given in the study mat. You have to cover everything and see that you get a hang of everything. So that will happen in your first read. And the first read should take a good deal of time because audit is a very, very vast paper, and also it takes time to understand and remember stuff. So you can give a good 10 to 12 days during your first read of audit, but ensure that you do the syllabus 100%. You do not skip out on all the small chapters or the miscellaneous chapters, because if you skip it in the first read, you will never be able to do it in the second or third read. So do everything and make adequate summaries, or just, I think in audit, summaries are not very, very essential, but you can make adequate markings and mark in your textbook so well that even if you read that in your second and third read, you should be done with it. So that's what I followed. Now moving on to basically chapter wise. So the first thing is professional ethics, which is super, super scoring. You cannot tend to lose marks here. So you have to understand each clause very well. You have to remember the clause number very well, and the content also. So during the first read and second read, you won't be able to remember stuff very well. But like at least I think a week before the exam, make sure that you spare out some 2-3 hours and you kind of try to remember the content of each clause also very well. Like the language should also be reciprocated. At least you should try to do that. Also in professional ethics, there are a lot of cases or questions, so you can probably refer your classes question book, or you can refer scanner and do all the questions and make sure that you're getting the clause number for each case or each question right, and in case not, mark it for future reference. That's it for professional ethics. Coming to company audit, again, this is very important, but lately there's not a lot of weightage on this. Nevertheless, you cannot skip anything. You have to do everything, and it may just end up in MCQs, say auditor appointment, resignation, casual vacancy, anything like that. So you have to do everything. Plus, in this, NFRA is super important because it's something which is very new. So the institute had been asking a lot of stuff around that because it's in an amendment and very relevant amendment. So do that very well. Moving on to essays, I think essays also are important and you cannot skip any essay. But having said that, essays are something which is not very, very scoring in your paper. Like you do not have any predictability, or you don't know whether the question will be similar to what you've studied. And even if it is, you won't be able to remember it 100%. And you won't be able to fetch, say, a 4 out of 4 or 3 out of 4. So you do essays, you read the essay and get a gist of each essay, plus do the questions. And if there are any state questions, say material indicators of material uncertainty over going concern, where there are specific points, that is something you have to remember, because if that comes, it's bonus marks for you. But for other questions, or rather very, very subjective questions, even if you like understand it well and write it well, you may not end up getting a lot of marks. And that is why it's important to do other chapters as well. But do not skip on essays. And whenever an essay question is asked, you write the essay name as well as the essay number. And when you write the name has to be word to word. So make sure you remember all the essay names and numbers very well. And you link all of them together very well. Now moving on to the other chapters, all the small chapters and everything has to be done very well and summarized very well, because you have to do all of that in the last 1.5 day too. So say peer review, quality review, or fiscal laws, or audit of consolidated financial statements, or internal audit, management audit, operational audit, or audit of banks, NBFCs, insurance audit, all of that you have to do. And you have to do all the time. So basically in your first read and in your subsequent reads. And you cannot skip anything basically. I'm reiterating this again and again, and you may feel bored, but that is the truth. Moving on to the subsequent revisions, even for subsequent revisions, I would give a great deal of time, say 5 to 7 days for the subsequent revision as well, because audit was something which I was scared of and I wanted to make sure that I'm very well versed with the subject. So if you want, I can share my timetable. Yeah, so this was my timetable for the subsequent read. I gave around 6-7 days, and what I did was I did not do all the essays at the time. Say, you give yourself 4 days and you do all the essays. That was something which was not my cup of tea, because it tends to get boring plus confusing, because if you do all the essays together, your retention power also goes down and you get confused with which question had which answer. So what I did is I took professional ethics and 5 essays, then company audit and 5 essays, and bank, insurance, NBFC 5 essays. And that's how I basically divided my time and ensure that I give equal weightage to everything. Plus, in audit, it's very important that you link each question with each answer, because one word change in the question may just end up changing your answer considerably, or you may just write a different answer to a different question. And this is where understanding comes into play, that you understand what the question is and why the question has this answer. That is how you'll be able to kind of correlate in the exams and write the correct answer for the correct question. Now, so I had made some very, very small basic summaries for each chapter, which I can refer 1 or 2 hours before my exam, so that I do not miss anything on the MCQ part and I remember all the statistical stuff. So this is basically company audit, where I had the list of sections first, then the list of forms, then applicability. So applicability of CARO, IFCFR, rotation, all of that tends to get very confusing if you don't read it all together, which is why I basically consolidated all of that. Then list of forms for cost audit, section 147 penalty. This is super, super important. And there was amendment here also. So make sure you do this. Plus, there are certain limits for NFRA, which I marked in my module. So make sure you add that also here. Then LLP audit, I had just summarized entire thing in 2 pages. So this is it for company audit. Basically, these are just very, very last minute revision stuff. So this is apart from the main content you read. So do not misconstrue that. Then professional audit, professional ethics, sorry, I basically just made a small summary of if you're guilty under first schedule or second schedule, what are the consequences, then the time limit and the fees for membership, and the 3 penalties. Then as I mentioned, essays, you have to remember the name very well. So I made basically a list of all the essays, and you put your hand every morning and try to recollect what the name is and check from here. And the name of CARO clauses. Moving on to other chapters of audit. So this I had also shared in my initial first video to give you a glimpse as to how you have to summarize stuff. So basically for each chapter, I have summarized the main limits so that all of it is in one place. Bank, insurance, NBFC, PSU, fiscal law. So all the important clauses, because I basically could not remember all the clauses. So I just kind of remember the important ones. Then peer review, quality review, then corporate governance. So this is only for listed companies and not the other part of corporate governance, which is given in law. And these were some of my learnings. So basically, if I basically faltered on any answer, I just used to make a note as to what concept is what, and so that I do not falter again. And lastly, the 1.5-day plan, this also I've already shared in the earlier video, so I'm not stretching too much on it, and you can probably refer there. But here for each topic or each concept, I've written the source which I've referred. So this will give you a fair deal of understanding. And this is how you also can reconcile which chapter you want to do from where, so that there is no confusion in the end. That's it. I think in audit, it's very important to focus on the keywords, because you won't be able to remember the entire answers very well. So focus on the keywords, understand it very, very conceptually and very, very well, and do multiple revisions, because the retention power of audit is pretty less, which is seen in a lot of students. So if you revise it a lot of times, you will get more hang of it, and you will be able to understand the technical language much better. So I think that's about it. Just keep on studying and keep on giving your best shot, and do not lose your momentum now, because you've come so far. That's it, and good luck. Bye.